This is our 18th year in which we will honor students for earning their academic letters, and the 8th year that we will recognize our seniors for their achievements on the ACT exam. I'd like now to introduce our speaker. Miss Ashley DiFilippo is a Mahomet-Seymour alum, graduating in 2003. During Ashley's time at Mahomet-Seymour High School, she was involved in many activities, including madrigals, treble choir, volleyball, softball, basketball. She was named a member of the National Honor Society, and she also earned her academic letter. And in her spare time, she served on the Bulldog Athletic Council. During the spring of 2003, Ashley left the halls of Mahomet-Seymour High School to attend the University of Illinois. She earned her bachelor's degree in 2007 in English and Literature, and once she finished her degree in 2007, she began to prepare for her career as a lawyer by attending law school also at the University of Illinois. In 2010, Ashley earned her doctorate of law, again from the U of I, graduating with honors. Since 2010, Ashley has worked as an associate attorney for Feldman, Wasser, Draper, and Cox, located out of Springfield, Illinois. Not many associate attorneys have argued federal jury trials, but early in her career, Ashley prosecuted 3 civil rights cases on behalf of the U.S. prison inmates. Ashley's dedication and hard work has also led her to argue before the federal 7th Court of Appeals, the second highest court after the U.S. Supreme Court, on behalf of a bank pressing a mortgage contract lawsuit. Ashley's current focuses her practice on family law, civil rights, and litigation. She was named to the 2015 Leading Lawyers Emerging Lawyers list, which recognizes the top 2% of lawyers in the state of Illinois under the age of 40. She is a member of the Illinois State Bar Association, the Sangamon County Bar Association, and she is currently the president of the Central Illinois Women's Bar Association. So as you can see, Ashley is very talented, and we are honored to call her one of our own. So please join me in providing a warm Bulldog welcome to Miss Ashley DiFilippo.
Good afternoon. It is a pleasure to be back at Mahomet today, here speaking with all of you. And what a great reason that we're here today. First off, congratulations to all of the students who are receiving your academic awards today. You worked very hard to get to this point, and your hard work is paying off. You should each be very proud of yourselves. And I'm sure that all the parents that are here today and those who couldn't be with us are very proud of you as well. I want to thank Mr. Cheek for inviting me here today and giving me the opportunity to share with you a few things to think about as you proceed through your high school careers. I was originally going to say that I was here offering some words of wisdom, but seeing as it was not that long ago that I was sitting right where you were, wisdom didn't really seem like the right word to say. Instead, hopefully I can offer you a little advice as someone who was in your shoes not very long ago. I want to start today by telling you a little bit about my morning. Today, my morning started the way that Thursday mornings often start for me, which is in order of protection court. For those of you who haven't taken government and law with Mr. Pogue yet, and I say yet because it's a great class and you all should take it, an order of protection occurs when one person asks a judge to order another person to stay away from them, and generally to stop harassing them. Usually the 2 people involved are adults, and at least one of the individuals has been engaging in some behavior which is troubling. Today I had an unusual case, though, in that instead of the courtroom being filled with adults, all of the people that were in the order of protection were high school students, just like yourselves. Instead of getting up and going to school this morning, seeing their friends and talking about their weekend plans before classes started, about 10 students, along with their parents, sat in a courtroom with me, another lawyer, a judge, and a number of other people, while their text messages, their Facebook posts, and their Instagram pictures were openly discussed and examined by everyone there. Now I love spending my morning in court. A large part of my job involves me spending my days going to court and arguing my client's position to the judge. but I am pretty confident saying that the students who were in court with me this morning enjoyed their time much less than I did. In fact, I am very comfortable saying that the students who sat in the courtroom and had their text messages read aloud by the judge and had an order entered against them in some cases did not have a good morning at all. Now, by telling you about this case, I don't mean to imply that I think the majority of you are going to find yourselves in a courtroom any day soon. The students that were in court this morning were there because for the last several weeks they focused their time, both in and out of school, on sending bullying messages to other students and posting mean comments on the kids' Instagrams. I'm sure that most of you don't do anything like that, and I'm sure that most of you are too involved in activities to be spending your time on actions that lead to you having your text messages read aloud by a judge, or even worse, by your parents. But I mention this case because the question that I want each of you to think about today is, how do you want to spend your time in high school? How do you want to spend each day? Do you want to spend your time picking on other kids, coming to court, and seeing judges who are never happy to see you? Or do you want to enjoy your time here, be involved, and get a good foundation that's going to take you far? High school can be a great time, especially at a place like Mahomet. There's so many activities for you to get involved in, so many clubs that you can sign up for, and interesting classes that you can take. Now is the time to start trying new things. You're in school at a time when every opportunity is open to you. You can take art classes, journalism, technology, or construction. I hear there's even a digital media class where you can learn how to run Bulldog TV. If you're not sure what you're interested in, that's fine. Try lots of different things, and don't be afraid to change your mind. You're not going to like everything that you try, and some things may not be your fit. But what's important is that you're out there making the effort and looking for something. Now, not only does getting involved give you something to do, but it offers you a way to meet new people in your own school in a new way. For the majority of you, if you were like me, you've probably gone to school together for as long as you can remember. In a small town like Mahomet, you already know most people in your class. You've all gone to school together since kindergarten, basically. One unique thing about getting involved in new activities, though, is you can get to know people in different ways. Instead of only talking with the same people that you've known since Lincoln Trail, getting involved in high school is going to allow you to interact with different groups of people and possibly make friends with people you may not have interacted with before. High school can feel at times like it will last forever, but in reality it's just a short 4 years. At 16, 4 years may seem like an eternity, but it really does go by quick. So what is it that interests you? Who do you want to spend your time with here? And how do you want to spend your high school days? The things you have to remember about high school aren't going to be the classes you took, but they're going to be the experiences you had, both the good and the bad. Now, while I say that high school is great, for those of you not currently enjoying yourself, I don't want you to get discouraged. Often, TV and movies portray high school as the best 4 years of your life. Honestly, I think that's a lie. And how sad if it's not a lie. Do we really want to believe that once you graduate high school, the best years of your life are over? Of course not. For some of you, high school has been and will continue to be a great time. For others, high school is a challenge. But what's important to recognize is that right now isn't the highlight of your life. But right now, each one of you has the opportunity to learn how to succeed. And it will be those skills that help you lead into the best days of your life that are yet to come. Your high school experiences will not all be successes. You might fail a test. You might have a problem remembering to turn in your homework once or twice and end up with a lower grade than what you think you deserve. You may lose a game and you may not get the spot in the musical that you were hoping for. Each time this happens, though, it's up to you to decide what you want to do and how you want to spend your time. Do you want to give up after getting a failing grade? Or do you want to meet with your teacher and figure out what you did wrong and study harder? Now, let's be honest. I don't have to answer that question. We're at the academic awards ceremony, and you all know what my answer to that question is going to be. But what I want you to remember is why being involved and working harder is the right answer. While studying harder after a bad grade right now may not seem like that big of a deal, the feeling you get when you get the better grade on the next test is. And once you know that you can succeed, it will be something that you not only want, but that you expect. And the lesson you learn that if you work hard, you can achieve better things in life will go on with you in the years to come. Now, I know that there's a few of you in here right now completely ignoring me. You think I'm boring and you're playing games on your phone, and that's fine. But if you remember nothing else, this message is for you. As of today, right now, absolutely anybody in here can be down here next year receiving an award. But right now is the time to make that decision. High school is 4 years. That's 4 years that you can make the most of and have a great time with your friends. But as you move through your 4 years here, you will begin to think about where you want to go next. What do you want to take from your experiences here? While memories of football games and dances can be great, and probably mostly what you will remember, one of the best things that you can learn is how to achieve what you set your mind to. This can be accomplished by a small act, maybe doing extra credit to get a better grade, working a little harder in practice before the next game. In fact, this is a very simple concept, but it's one that's often forgotten. Hard work pays off. And if you can learn to be proud of working hard, you will achieve the goals that you set for yourself in the future. In closing today, I want you to take another moment and think about the question that I asked you a few minutes ago. How do you want to spend your days? Now, we all have days that all we want to do is lie on the couch and watch Netflix. That's fine. Game of Thrones is awesome. It's totally worth binge watching at least once. But when you think about high school and after you leave, what do you want your days to be filled with? Do you want your days to be filled with not turning in homework and failing a test? Or do you want your days to be filled with going to AP classes and feeling pride when you work hard and receive a good grade? Do you want to sit in a courtroom with boring adults like me and be lectured to throughout your entire morning? Or do you want to spend your time with your friends, celebrating your ACT scores and getting ready for the variety show? It's all about choices. And if you make the choice now to set goals, work hard, and not let your minor setbacks bring you down, it's a choice that you will never stop making for the years to come. Thank you.